Past the lake and the winded trees stood a village where people lived with ease. Each house told a story and a different smell of food. The people were happy there and never in a mood. Although the village seemed so perfect, there was a tale that was told as their only defect. An old story that had been told for years, so scary that when it was told, people covered their ears. The tale of the man who lived in the woods. People in the village warned to hide their goods. He lived in a wooden house deep in the forest. The last person who went there was not seen since August. So people are warned to never go too deep, because only the dead knows the traumas you'd keep. All except Kim, a boy who was curious. His constant wonder made his mother so furious.
Why do you keep asking to go for adventures? Whenever you say it, Grandma spits out her dentures. But Mom, I really want to meet the man myself. I want to see what he has to say for himself. So many people gone missing and no one is trying. A person each year and I'm sick of the crying. I won't let you go. It's way too dangerous. Go do your homework. Stop being so adventurous.
Kim stormed away with a scowl on his face. He needed to know more and solve this case. But how will he leave without his mom knowing? You will find out if you keep reading this poem. That night, it was dark and the clock struck 12. Kim shot out of bed. He was ready to delve. He grabbed his bag with a book and a plum, something to read and the other for his tum. He opened his window with a heave and a tug. His room only a bed, table, and rug. He closed his eyes and jumped into the fog. Ran away careful not to wake up the dog. With only a scuff on his knee and his hand, he headed for the forest just as he'd planned. He wandered through the trees and tripped through the rubble, scared someone would see him and he'd get in trouble. Deeper in the forest, but with no sight of the house, no creature in sight except for some louse. He was stopped in his tracks as he heard a faint giggle and the distinct sound of music played by a fiddle. He followed the music until it got loud. It led to a house, and the little Kim was proud.
I finally found it. The old tale is true. If only my mom could see what I can do.
He trotted to the door and knocked on it twice. The music then stopped and heard the squeak of some mice. The creaking of footsteps came from the door. Kim waited in excitement. He couldn't wait for a tour. The door opened slowly, but no face appeared. The only thing visible was a long curly beard.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, my name's Kim. That's if you even care.
I'm sorry, young boy. You'll have to come nearer. My ears are half deaf, and I can't really hear ya.
Kim brought his face closer to the gap. He felt so nervous, he wanted to go back.
So, tell me why you're here. I don't want no lie. Face me when I'm talking, and look me in the eye.
Kim looked up with a jump and a squeal. The eye that emerged was bloodshot and teal.
I'm here because I really want to know who you are.
Wow, you're brave. So young it's bizarre. Let me warn you, the sight won't be swell.
Well, at least I'll have a new scary story to tell.
With that, the door opened and revealed the beast. His skin covered in scars and his hands were all creased. His body deformed and his face was misshapen. The wind picked up fast and a squawk from a raven. Kim walked backwards with the sight he could see.
Where are you going, son? Don't run away from me.
Kim started running and cried as he did.
I should never have done this. I'm only a kid.
The man ran behind him and Kim ran for help. And with that the man screamed and fell with a yelp. He tumbled and crashed straight to the ground. Kim stopped in his tracks in reaction to the sound. The man was on the floor, his leg twisted back. Kim knew it was broken. He could hear by the crack. The man lay flat and cried in such pain. Kim felt guilty. He knew he was to blame. He crept back to where the man lay.
Excuse me, sir, but are you okay?
The man looked up with a tear in his eye.
I must tell you something,
he said with a sigh.
I'm not a bad person, like everyone thinks. I just look different and have an odor that stinks. I was born this way, but I'm the same as you. I laugh and I cry. I can even catch the flu. I moved to this village for a place of freedom, but I frightened everybody. They thought I was some demon. When something got stolen, I always got the blame. I was a monster to them. I was never seen the same. I was so sick of the bullying and the screaming as I passed. I decided to live with the animals, as that's what I'm classed. I drink water from the river, animal fur as my blankie, snails as my dinner, and use leaves for a hanky. People who go missing is not because I'm some witch. It's because when they see me, they fall in that ditch.
Kim took the man's hand and got him on his feet.
They thought you were using our people for some meat. I can't believe people made you feel this way. So bad that you really had to run away? This is not right, and the village has to know that you are no monster. That rumor must go.
The next day, when the clock struck at noon, the man came for tea and ate cake with a spoon. The village was shocked and looked out their blinds. Kim shouted,
"Come on, people! You must change your minds! This man is no villain, not even a crook. You are the villains with his happiness you took. You need to apologize. You must say sorry. For this man is our friend, so there's no need to worry."
The people were ashamed and looked down to the ground.
I guess we can see how ignorant we sound.
Thank you for caring. I'm glad you understand.
The man smiled so wide and shook the boy's hand.